Let's talk a little Bears, y'all. Let's talk a little Bears. Get a little Bears football on the docket.
Joe's hot.
Hey,
Joe's hot.
Who would have ever thought we'd lead? We got almost 500 in the chat talking Bulls. Who would have ever thought we'd lead Bulls?
They ready
almost
for
have
it.
500 in the chat. 343 over on the Twitter side, 143 over on the YouTube side. Shout out to y'all for tuning in and showing love, bro. Connor Williams is a name that has come up recently that the Chicago Bears may be interested in this offseason as we head into the season. Connor Williams was a center for the Miami Dolphins last season who ended up tearing his ACL. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the one in the Hard Knocks video where he was like, I was hooping too, bro. Like he was crying because after he had tore his ACL. But Connor Williams, somebody coming off of injury who has been a high penalty player, but most of the penalties are like him protecting his quarterback and protecting his teammates and stuff like that. And I think that it's somebody that I would be interested in the Bears looking at based on the issues that may and or may not pop up with this offensive line. And the thing reason I say that is because if there's a question on Nate Davis when we get to the season, I really want to see who fills out that right guard spot, because there's no better person to fill out that right guard spot than Ryan Bates.
Bates Motel.
Bates Motel. That's nuts. That's a wild name.
Hey, listen, he's gonna murder him there.
That's a wild name.
Levante is beating me to the punch there. I think, but the thing is that Connor Williams is he's a talent. I mean, hopefully the whole that's a come up if he's able to come back from that ACL injury. But why not? You could take a flyer on him. And he's what? How old is he? He's 26.
27.
He's 26. He'll be 27 going into this year.
To me, it just
he's
goes
27. He's 27 right now.
It goes against everything that we've seen from Ryan Post, though. Ryan Post has not signed significantly injured players, and this guy was injured less than.
He signed Lucas Patrick.
Yeah, but Lucas Patrick didn't have a significant injury 6 months ago.
But this is more about stocking up on talent.
And Ryan Bates actually was hurt.
Yeah, you might. And the thing is, you might be able to get him at we don't know what his contract.
I would think coming off of an ACL, you probably can get him at a little bit more of a discount. Taking PFF numbers, take them into account for what they are. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you feel. But a 90 run block grade. Yep. So a road grader offensively, 71 pass block grade could show some improvement there, but at 86.5 overall. And I think, listen, here's my thing. When you see last season, again, he's playing the center position. He's a legitimate center. He's coming off an ACL tear. I understand that, but 6'5", 317. You'd have to move some guys out of here to make it work, right? We'd have to see some cuts. Go through training camp to save some money on this. But if you can get him at a little bit of a discount, I think that he is a very low risk, high reward type of player that the Chicago Bears could get in here at center. And I guess it matters, right, what kind of discount you could get him at coming off of that injury. That's my only thing about it. If you can get him on the cheap, I think you got to take that chance there because you've got a massive question mark at your right guard position.
But you could get it. He signed a 2-year, $14 million contract in 2022. So you're looking at this. He's probably still averaging maybe a $7 million a year, maybe $8 million a year. So to me, that works. I mean, we're paying Nate Davis about $10 million.
Paying Nate Davis 10.
So I mean, he's still 27. He'll be 27 this year. I'm fine if you can.
PFF says he is already, but even so, 26, 27 is still a good
5'12", 97 date of birth.
Yeah. You all could correct me if I'm wrong, but he's still in the middle of what you would call his traditional rehab time. I know we're in different times, but the ACL tear, and I don't know the grade of it, but they said it was significant. He's 6 months into what is typically a 12-month process. That's a huge risk.
Well, they've already they've been putting some of his tape out there and stuff like that on Twitter, some of his workout and rehab tape. They say he should be ready to go by training camp.
Yeah, his injury, he injured his knee December 11th against the Titans.
That's an 8-month rehab. Let's be real. to be like 210% healthy is a 12-month rehab. We've seen mugs, especially in the NFL, come back
Adrian
from an
Peterson.
ACL to Adrian Peterson is a freaking nigga.
But
But we've seen mugs come back. We've seen mugs and then ran 2,000 yards.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that was
insane.
crazy. That was
We've
crazy.
seen mugs
That's
come back
the
from an
body.
ACL tear in 8 months. Though.
And the thing is, it's about creating depth. He can work himself into, shape for the year. So I'm like, to me, of that type of caliber of player to get, it's one thing like you get Yannick, and it's like, okay, he was kind of a teetering guy. Like, he wasn't a perennial all-pro guy where everybody's knocking down the door to get him. This is a talented guy right here where.
He was a better center than he was a left guard. He played left guard too. He played left guard in Dallas. He went to Miami. He played center in Miami, and it worked.
That's the only reason I say get him. We do need someone who can.
The center
position is the scariest for me because it's like, hey,
I'd like somebody younger at that position. I think that what Connor Williams showed, you know what I mean? Like I like Coleman Shelton. And here's the thing: let him come in. If you sign him and he gets beat out. He gets beat out.
Yeah.
I said beat out, not beat off.
Oh.
I thought that's where we were going.
No, I'm talking about Grady. I don't know what you're talking about.
A lot of that was one too many. That was one too many. Double flag is crazy.
Wow.
Hey yo.
But no, I just
I use that ball.
Why was his AO like Yogi Bear? Like, hey, Yogi. What do you got on these picnic baskets? But no, I think that if you were to go out and you were to sign Connor Williams, to me, that puts you in a position where you've got some depth at the center position. You've also got depth now at left guard, a spot where Tevin Jenkins, I would love to see him out there.
Yeah.
But we kind of know Tevin Jenkins
might not be out there.
Real quick, we got 500 in the chat.
I'm a 500 in the chat. 500. What was that in the back there?
Celebration.
That's crazy. I love it. Hey, with the flicking back and forth, it actually worked.
That was nuts. That was nuts.
Jesus.
Hey, no, I love this. I love the potential over the fear of the injury because, as you mentioned it already a number of times, I love the fact that this creates more depth. And then I'm honestly sick of the Nate Davis experiment. If this guy doesn't really kind of shape up and get himself together with the culture of this team, I think this is a perfect move to implement competition at the center position, but then also with the swing line and the fact that Ryan Bates and Coleman Shelton can play guard positions as well. Then you have those guys to back up an injury-riddled Tevin Jenkins, and then the Nate Davis, who we don't know if he's 100% focused in on, being that starter. So I really do love this move. The PFF sacks allowed last year once. PFF. Yeah, our guys at PFF. One sack allowed. Got to work on those penalties. He is tied for 6 penalties last year, but this is a guy that clearly has experience at a center position that we need.
No, 100%, and I think that's what, to me, create the competition in that room, build the depth in that room. I think Connor Williams is good enough to be the starter on this team. I want Coleman Shelton to be the backup. And I think realistically, if you pay Connor Williams, Coleman Shelton does end up being your backup. That puts you in a much better position to me. I think that this is one that I would love to see the Bears get done. I think they could get it for a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. What was the contract that he had last season? He was there for 7?
2-year deal. He had 8. What was he at? 7. You talking about 7.8 mil last year and 8.5. No, I'm sorry. Let me see that. Yeah, well, he had a base of 6.5 mil last year, right, and he only had a million his first year in 2022.
So get him in here on he
got a roster bonus. So you get him on the 1 mil. He got a signing bonus of 1.3. Then he had a roster bonus for his first year.
Yeah,
what he got.
Yeah,
but to me, I think that's the conversation we're having, right? You get him in here on a $7 million deal, you're winning.
Let's go.
Now the part that is the question is: would you rather the Bears invest here or the other side of the line? Because that is where they're focusing at.
Nope. But the type of talent.
What you mean at defensive end?
The type of
on defensive end.
Offense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it was a priority, I'd take first. I'd look at defensive end just because we have players already here that can compete for center. I do agree Connor Williams probably would be the best option out of the 3 with Coleman and Ryan, and it would address so much. But I think that defensive end, man, to me, I would go after that other edge rusher outside of Montez Sweat.
I don't
Give
know.
Caleb every reason not to fail.
Yeah, I would say we go to line only because
That's a good point.
But
Oh,
see,
they
the
both
thing is,
line.
we still have
I
Booker.
can't deny that one.
But we have Booker. So we don't know what he's going to do. We don't know the impact of having our secondary intact. Like I think having Kevin Byard helps a lot because that's just, our coverage is going to be really good.
Yeah.
So it might actually help some of the D line if I have to make this choice. You all know what I wanted to do, early in the draft. But it is what it is.
John Robinson.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you
already.
want, a running
You
back?
wanted Joe
I
Austin.
was you wanted a running back.
No, I was saying a defensive end in the draft, and then we would get, I wanted to trade down and get more.
Oh,
linemen
yeah,
and a
yeah,
defensive
yeah.
end. I still wanted to shore my offensive defensive line. What we have here is we don't really know how good Ryan Bates is. We don't really know if Coleman Shelton is going to be the guy.
I know he's a good right guard. I just don't know if he's a good center, which is what scares the heck out of
we
me.
just don't know.
Ryan Pose, if you're going to go out swinging, you do so protecting as much of Caleb Williams behind as you can. You
Yep.
put up,
I'm
you
with that.
spend, hey, that's our future right there.
Yeah.
We can rebuild this defense. We've done it my entire life. I've never seen Caleb Williams. I've never seen a Caleb
I've never
Williams.
seen an offensive line.
Let's do it. Let's do all that. Go for all in. Listen, full throttle, baby.
Protect the asset.
And we don't know if what type of leap does Javon Dexter take this year? As well,
Well,
as,
I think to me, that's why I'm not as focused on defensive end because I don't think it matters what defensive end you have if he's not good.
mhm.
Like you could go
You
out
need
there,
that three
you can
technique.
have freaking
Yeah.
Montez Sweat and
Sweat.
Josh Sweat.
you can have Montez and Josh Sweat. You can have the Sweat brothers. Sweat.
Congratulations.
There
You
it
played
is.
yourself.
You can have the Sweat brothers out there, right? But realistically speaking, if you're not getting pressure from your all right, if you're
From
not
your
getting
dog.
pressure
From your dog.
from your dog, all right, that's weird.
dogs.
If you're not getting pressure from the middle of that line, what do you? Yeah, like it doesn't
Hey.
matter as much. If you're not getting pressure from your three technique position, it doesn't matter as much. So to me, if you're getting pressure from the three tech, if you're getting pressure from Javon Dexter, you can have DeMarcus Walker out there and he'll be a 7-sack guy. You can have him opposite Montez Sweat and go through the season and then go get your guy that you want to be your guy during the draft next season. Like I think that's a better scenario for you to be in, but you have to see Javon Dexter take that step.
I got to beat a dead horse with this one.
Hey, yo.
Hey, listen.
Oh.
Come on, it's a figure of speech, baby. Hey, listen. Where's your mind, buddy? Stop. Anyway, listen. Just in case Caleb throws passes as bad as Justin Fields in those videos we saw.
Oh my God!
Hey, listen.
I didn't think you would bring it up.
Just in case that happens,
Listen.
I want that boy to be able to take a nap in
Bro.
the pocket. Listen, I want
Bro.
Caleb to be like, I got to tie my shoe. Okay,
I've
You still there?
never.
there you go.
No. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Them passes
That
was
ain't
bad,
even credits. That was on air.
Nah,
That was
live.
nuts.
Yeah, that was
Bro.
live.
Those passes were. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you had told me that was, please don't throw the
No,
football.
I'm not finna throw
Please don't throw the
it.
He's
football.
about to break this whole
Hey,
field.
run around.
No.
Stop. That was bad.
It was nuts, bro.
Hey, that man was like, "It's coming."
Hey,
Got it. All right, cool.
I have.
snap.
There's never been a worse case for any Justin Fields fan in life than that video, bro.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
bad.
that's
It's,
how I
it's
heard
a
that.
dude. It's a dude running routes on air legitimately. I don't know who the
Route
guy.
guy,
Route
whatever.
guy.
Yeah, route
I don't know
guy.
who
Some-
I don't
some
know who
rookie.
that is. But
Some good,
Oh,
some rookie.
route guy, he can really run. He teaches routes.
he run routes, but bro, that man was running them routes full speed, stopping
10 months
Waiting.
later.
for the ball, and then the ball would get to him. I was like, "What the heck is that?"
Le'Veon Bell has a tweet that said, "Them passes is late."
Hey, that was nuts.
Le'Veon.
Just to get
Le'Veon Bell a little
outside.
hater, a little bit of a hater though.
Yeah.
But like them passes was
Bro,
late,
that was
bro.
bad.
So
That was
just in
insanely
case
bad.
Caleb is that bad, which I don't think he is.
No,
Yeah.
DJ Moore already said
I want Ryan
anticipation.
Poles- Yeah, I want Ryan Poles to make sure he has as much protection after Devin Jenkins goes down. Guess what?
I love Crimson, man. That's Pittsburgh's
Exactly.
problem.
There you go. That's a fact.
Hey, but that Madden video did kind of blow me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what you get.
No, but see, the Madden video is fine. It's Madden. I saw that and I was like, that means nothing because Madden is about putting the best players on the field. I would do the same thing if I was playing with Pittsburgh in franchise mode
Of course you would.
because his break tackle is high, his speed is high.
Yeah.
And with the new kickoff rules, all you're doing is just trying to get one block and you can open things up. They're not catching Justin Fields.
Pat,
They're making
of
him
course
Hines
you would.
Ward.
You want to know why? Because you have no worry about him starting and passing the ball.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not. It's not even that. It's just the fact that I have him on my team. Like he's one of the best runners on my team. You know what else I would put him at? Running back.
Dang. In receiver.
In Madden? No, I wouldn't put him in receiver.
Hines
He-
can't
Ward.
have
It's
it.
Cordell
The
Stewart.
stigma is
They're gonna
happening.
make
yeah,
him be
it's Madden.
Like
Like,
he's like 6'5" and fast receiver.
no, because his catching ain't gonna be high.
Hey, listen, he might be able to high point that thing. We know.
Oh boy.
y'all pissing Calvin off.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. It has nothing to do. Like in Madden, I'm the dude that I always put players in the wrong position. I put Devin Hester at running back when he was on Madden. They had 99 speed.
I guarantee.
I put him at running back every time because I was like, I'm running an end around, or I could just put him back here and run him to the outside edge, and he gonna get open.
Hey,
Like
what's crazy is that if you put Justin Fields back there, he'd be better than Velus Jones, and then that's already winning for them. Anyway, so we're moving on. Sign Connor Williams. Yeah, we should do that, right? Again, give Caleb Williams all the time in the world. There we go.
Let's finish the show out on this one, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. I want to finish the show with a stat that really shows how good the Chicago Bears could have been last season.